Wait. Turn the camera around. That didn't do it. Stay there. Wait, you daft doggy. Right, that should be it. Hi folks. Buster and I are on our way back to the village after a wee walk on the hill. And aye, it's dark. It's not that there's no any picture. I'm not pointing the camera to myself, I'm pointing it in the other direction. That's the moon you can see up there. And the television towers are over there. And there's a wee moving light at the top of the hill there. I don't know if you can see it, it'll be quite dim. That's one of my neighbours who's out walking her collie dog. Now Buster and I, we tend to do 2 to 3 mile at this time of night. Whereas my neighbour, it's a 10-mile walk every time she comes out on the hill with the dog. So obviously Doug's only out a couple of times a day. But yeah, it's been a funny day. Once again sat in the house because some of the companies I normally work for didn't get in what they were expecting to get in. Because, well, certain goods are being snarled up at the ports. So things have slowed down a bit. So we're all night tonight, so you can't see it. I really am. It's a shame about the quality of the camera. I mean, this is quite a dark sky area until I got up over the M8 motorway. And just there, and we're just by the ford, we've just come through the ford. And a wee dip between the hills there that cuts out most of the light pollution. And the stars are amazing. Absolutely stunning. Things that I haven't seen for years I see here. Like the plough and the very faint North Star. It's been a funny day today. Savage Javid up this morning. Bojo's securing this position. And then it comes out that Cummins has supplied Sue Gray with evidence that Bojo was told the party on the 20th of May 2020 in Downing Street was illegal. And he's still bluffing it. He's still hoarding out. What's become of society when, decency's no there? When days go by, a minister was caught out in a lie, or an MP was caught out in insider trading. They would fall on their swords or end up in bloody court. We're not going round the field tonight, son, it's too dark. I've been out for a while, but the field's a wee bit rough, so I'm not going round the field. Too many bloody rabbit holes and mole holes and things like that to trip on. So we live in unusual times. But it's been like that since Bojo came to power. The man has absolutely no respect or concept of rules. He has no moral values. The only thing that Bojo ever thinks about is Bojo. And, this reminds me of how certain rank type of people come to power. They surround themselves with bloody sycophants and people who, won't question but will just defend. And it's a shame to see the influence that Dominic Cummins and of course the 2014 referendum had on the civil service when the civil service broke their code of neutrality. And now we seem to have a civil service with people in it like Sue Gray who are Tory fixers, who are there to provide ministers and MPs with loopholes. I have absolutely no doubt with the own partisan carry on, it was probably Sue Gray that advised them just to scrap the codes of conduct. And the level of clarity you get when you're out in the hill and you're reflecting on things, you start to join the dots. Yeah, so the Sainted Sue Gray's report will probably vindicate Bojo one way or another. How they're going to get out of this, Dominic Cummings providing proof that Bojo was told that the parties he was going to have were illegal. How they're going to get out of that one, I have absolutely no bloody idea. But it's phenomenal. It's a criminal cabal. And I mean that. We no longer have England no longer has a government in England. What England has in England is imperial masters that treats them, us, Wales and Northern Ireland as colonies, an elite society running the place. It's almost feudal. It's almost bloody feudal. Unbelievable. And yet there's people still think it's the right way to go. All the benefits that we've reaped in social policies since the Second World War and the sacrifices of our families are being taken back by the elite. We're seeing the winding down of the state and the collapse of the state. What generally happens when an empire ends is the head of the empire gets his head chopped off, but the underlings, the sycophants, the families, they keep the money. And they come to the fore again. And the whole bloody thing goes round in circles. Every 1,000 years, 800 years, 400 years. Unbloody believable. Anyway, I'm almost back at civilization, so the clarity's about to leave me. You guys have a great night. I hope you enjoyed that wee walk with Buster and I out in the hill tonight. Have a pleasant evening.